Hello, আমি আজি ভিডিওত GP series আৰু কিছুমান sums কৰিম. So we'll do first question number 18 from your geometric progression. Yet my question, find a sum up to n terms of the sequence 8, 88, 888 and it goes on. So solution, given sequence, what is your given sequence? First term 8, second term 88, fourth term 888, third term 888, fourth term 8888 and it still goes on. Now the sequence is not a GP. The sequence is not a GP. Why? The common ratio, the ratio is not same. 88 divided by 8. The sequence is not a GP because 88 divided by 8 is not same as 888 divided by 88. Okay? And now this sequence is also not AP because 88 minus 8 is not same as 888 minus 88. So we have to do what? We have to convert this sequence into a GP series. So first we do what? We take 18 common. Now we are asked to find the sum. Let Sn equal to 8 plus 88 plus 888 plus 88 and it goes on. To how many terms? Say to n terms. To n terms. After that what we'll do? We'll take 8 common from all the terms. We'll take 8 common. Taking 8 common from all the terms, we left out with first term 1. Second term will be left out with 1 1 1. 1 1. Third term will be left out with 1 1 1 and it goes on. To how many terms? We have 2 n terms. 2 n terms. After that we'll add 9 in each term. Adding 9 in each term, adding 9 and dividing 9. And what will get? Again 1 plus 1 1 plus 1 1 1 goes on to n terms because we are asked to find a sum up to n terms. So we are adding up to how many terms? N terms. To n terms. Clear? This is your first term. First term you have 1 8. Second term you have 2 8. Third term you have 3 8. Fourth term you have 4 8. Goes to what? N terms. So n term will have n number of 8s. তাৰমানে তোমাৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্মত এটা 8 আছে, সেকেন্ড টাৰ্মত দুটা 8, থাৰ্ড টাৰ্মত তোমাৰ তিনটা 8, তাৰপিছত তোমাৰ n টাৰ্মত তোমাৰ কিমান হ'ব? n টা 8 হ'ব. n টা 8 by n. So 8 by 9. Multiply the product the 9. To how many terms? N terms. So ইয়াত তোমাৰ n টাৰ্মটো দেখিবলৈ কেনেকুৱা হ'ব? n টা 9 থাকিব. So তোমাৰ 1 1 আছিলে, n টাৰ্ম 1 1 তোমাৰ কিমান আছিলে? n টা 1 1 আছিলে. তাৰমানে তোমাৰ 1 1 1 1 1 1 এনেকুৱা 1 আছিলে. কিমান 1 প্ৰডাক্ট হৈ আছিলে তোমাৰ? n টাইমছ তোমাৰ 1 1 প্ৰডাক্ট হৈ আছিলে. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 এনেকৈ 1 প্ৰডাক্ট হৈ আছিলে. কিমান টাইমছ? n টাইমছ বিকজ তোমাৰ n টাৰ্ম হয়. 9 এড কৰি দিলা, 9 9 9 9 9 গৈ আছে 9 কিমান টাইমছ? n টাইমছ. Clear? Now what we'll do? 8 by 9 we'll write as it is. This first term 9 will convert to 10 minus 1 plus 99 will convert to 100 minus 1. 100 minus 1 can be written as 10 square minus 1 plus 999 can be written as 1000 minus 1. 1000 can be written as 10 cube minus 1 and it goes on. the nth term to ki hobo so first term tumar hoise 10 to the power 1 minus 1 second term tumar hoise 10 square minus 1 third term tumar hoise 10 cube minus 1 so obviously nth term hobo tumar 10 to the power n minus 1 10 to the power n minus 1 tumar 8 by 9 so tumar sob 10 logot thakibo bring all the 10 together 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube plus goes on what 10 to the power n bring all the 10 together minus first term order to minus 1 as a second term order minus 1 as a minus can common law first term of minus 1 common hole plus 1 aibo second term of minus common hole tomako plus 1 third term of minus common hole plus 1 then I go to last term মানে তোমাৰ nth term of তুমি minus common hole ko plus 1 aibo ঠিক আছে this is a whole bracket ঠিক আছে so এনেকুৱা 1 1 1 কেটা plus হল তোমাৰ যিমান টার্মস আছে প্রত্যেক টার্মৰ পৰা তোমাৰ -1 এটা কমন আহিছে জিন্দি প্ৰত্যেক টার্মতে তোমাৰ -1 এটা আহিছে সো তোমাৰ 1 কেটা হল n টার্মস আৰু এইখিনিও তোমাৰ n this is a GP series. Why this is a GP series? Because 10 square divided by 10 is 10 is same as 10 cube divided by 10. So GP series, the GP series of first term ki hai 10. So in this GP series your first term is what 10. This is summation ratio ki hai ratio 10 square. GP series first term 10 hai moi likhi disu. আৰু তোমাৰ কমন ৰেশিও তোমাৰ 10 হয় ঠিক আছে এটা তুমি এক্সামত নিলিখিলো হ'ব দিস ডু নট রাইট ইন এক্সাম তাৰ পিছত তোমাৰ 10 ইনটু ৰেশিও তোমাৰ 10 হয় গ্ৰেটাৰ দেন 1 সো 10 তোমাৰ 10 টু দি পাৱাৰ n minus 1 whole thing divided by 10 minus 1 minus n 10 minus 1 9 the product right here 80 by 9 into 9 81 so this is your answer to find so your homework do a homework of yours find SN 5 plus 5 5 plus 5 5 5 plus 5 5 5 5 5 goes on to n terms try it by yourself and submit me on a group 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 similar to the previous one but instead of 8 you have 5 okay now we come to the question number 20 so that the product of the corresponding terms of the sequence you have two sequence here given two sequence here first sequence tomar ki ase first sequence a comma ar square goes on ar to the power n minus 1 and another sequence what you have and the second sequence you have ar square goes on to ar n minus 1 forms a GP ठीक है forms a GP that means you have to show that the product of this forms as you have to show product of the corresponding term that means first term of the first sequence now what we need to show the product of the corresponding terms first term of the first sequence first into second term of first term of the first second sequence now ar second term of the first sequence second term of the second sequence ar square goes on to ar to the power n minus 1 ar to the power n minus 1. We have to show that this is a GP. To show this is a GP, is a sequence where a1 first term is what? A second term is what? A r, capital AR. Third term is a r square, and it goes on in this way. Then ratio of the second term by first term, of this sequence is what? Second term we have AR, capital AR divided by first term A. What we have got? Cancelling small r, capital R. And third term by second term AR square whole thing divided by AR. Small a will get cancelled, capital A will also get cancelled, small r, capital R1 will get cancelled. We will be left with one small r and capital 1 r. That is ratio of the second term and first term and third term and second term is same. Thus give it this as sequence 1. Thus the sequence 1 is in GP because their ratios are same, common ratio, and the common ratio is what? Smaller, capital R. Very easy question. So here P, Q and R terms of a GP are given. A, small b and c respectively. Prove that. We have to prove this. ঠিক আছে. So আমাৰ এই GP টো তোমাৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্ম কি আৰু কমন ৰেশিও কি দিয়া নাই, ধৰি লৈছোঁ. Let capital A and capital R be the, আমি স্মল a আৰু স্মল r ধৰিব ন, বিকজ অলৰেডি ইয়াৰ স্মল a আৰু স্মল r নোটেশ্যন ধৰি লোৱা হৈছে, কুৱেশ্যনত অলৰেডি দিয়া আছে. চ' আমি আকৌ স্মল a ধৰিব নোৱাৰোঁ. চ' আমি ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্ম স্মল কেপিটেল a আৰু কেপিটেল r কমন ৰেচিঅ' ধৰিছোঁ. লেট কেপিটেল a and কেপিটেল r be the first term and common ratio of the GP respectively. ঠিক আছে. Then according to the equation, pith term means তোমাৰ pith term তোমাৰ value কিমান দিয়া আছে? Pith term of A, capital A. How we find nth term? A plus n minus 1. First term plus pith term আছে, so p minus 1 into r. Oh sorry, this is your GP's pith term only. A r into r to the power n minus 1. Pith term হয় AR p minus 1 equal to A. Equation 1. And qth term equal to small b. Qth term how will write? A r q minus 1 equal to b. And rth term what we have? Rth term according to the equation we have C. A r minus 1 C. So now what we need? we need to prove this. So what we'll do, we'll take left hand side equal to right hand side. We'll do left hand side. We have a to the power q minus r into b to the power r minus p into c to the power p minus q. Now a, what is the value of a? We have got a means we have got a into r q minus 1. So right here, instead of a, replace a by a r q minus 1 whole thing to the power, what we'll have, q minus r into b. What we have, sorry, this is our p will have. B, what we have, a r q minus 1 to the power q minus 1 r minus p. This is our p. Next we have c value, what we have, a r minus 1 whole thing to the power p minus q. So now product a to the power q minus r to the power p minus 1 q minus r, a to the power r minus p, r to the power q minus 1 r minus p into a to the power p minus q into r to the power r minus 1 p minus q. Next we'll bring all the a together. A q minus r into a r minus p into a p minus q. We have brought all the a together. Now just give a square bracket, then again square bracket, r to the power p minus 1 into q minus r. Product this p into q, pq will have p into r minus pr minus q plus r. This second r will have r into qr minus qp minus r plus pr. Third r rp minus r cube minus p plus q. So next is very easy. Here tomorrow bases are same, so tomorrow power ki habo, add habo q minus a r plus r minus p plus p minus q. And next tomorrow bases same as a power add habo pq minus pr minus q plus r qr minus qp minus r plus pr plus rp minus rq minus p plus q. So these are what powers of r. R একে আছে, so tomorrow bases একে আছে, power add হৈ গৈছে. So ইয়াত চোৱা plus r minus q plus q minus p. So what we got, a to the power 0 into r pq plus pq minus pr plus rp same minus q plus r minus r pr plus pr minus p or minus, this is only minus plus p minus p plus p, then rq r to the power 0. Next r to the power 0 means 1, r to the power 0 is means 1 equal to 1, which is your right hand side. You are done with the solution. এতিয়া আমি question number 22 discuss কৰিম. ইয়াত তোমাৰ কৈছে if the first and nth term of a GPR a and b, first of তোমাৰ a দিয়া আছে here, তোমাৰ first term তোমাৰ দিয়া আছে কি a, common ratio দিয়া নাই ধৰি লৈছো আমি let r be the common ratio of the GP be the common ratio of the GP ঠিক আছে আৰু nth term তোমাৰ কি দিছে nth term of the GP is given nth term of the GP তোমাৰ দিয়া আছে small b এতিয়া nth term of a GP how we find if a is our first term and r is our common ratio as a into r to the power n minus 1 equal to b ঠিক আছে now এটা তোমাক কি কৈ দেখাব লাগে and if p is the product of n terms of the GP also given that p is the capital P is the product of n terms of this GP first term what we have a second term we will have AR third term we will have AR square fourth term we will have AR cube goes on to what nth term amar ki hai AR to the power n minus 1 এতিয়া তোমাৰ ইয়াত কেটা terms আছে we have here n terms ঠিক আছে we have here n terms so প্ৰত্যেক termত তোমাৰ a আছে in every term you have a so every term each a in every term if we product you will get a n and we will be left with r ইয়াত তোমাৰ 1 আসলে 1 নিলিখিলো হ'ব second term তোমাৰ r আছে r into r square r cube goes on to what r to the power n minus 1 next a to the power n all these r bases are same so tomar power ki hobo n 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n minus 1 so next tomar power add koriba next step tomar a to the power n r 1 plus 2 plus 3 goes to what n minus 1 so this is a what summation of first n natural number so tomar hobe r to the power n minus 1 plus 1 by 2 this is a formula ঠিক আছে this is a formula we'll get with a to the power n minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled we'll be left with n into n minus 1 by 2 so we have to prove that p square equal to a b to the power n so take your left hand side what we are given p square p is what this is our p a to the power n sorry our p is a into r to the power n into n minus 1 by 2 a into r to the power n minus 1 by 2 so what is our p a into r n into n minus 1 by 2 whole square we have next a square into r n into n minus 1 by 2 into 2 this square get multiplied power square so we will be left with a square r to the power 2 n into n minus 1 ঠিক আছে এতিয়া অলপ আমি arrange কৰিব লাগিব তোমাৰ keep your a is in this way so here we have n and r we can write n minus 1 into n so also we can write in this way a r this n are common in both n is present in both the terms n r n minus 1 whole thing to the power n we can write because n is also here is also n a oporto tomar n ase r oporto tomar n ase so tumi ki koi paiba a into r to the power n minus 1 into to the power n so a into r to the power n this is the value of b so b to the power n so whatever p square equal to a b to the power n a and b is value is to the power n That is, you can write A as A into, so yet tomar A square ase, so tomar A split kori diba, keep one A is in this way and another A are to the power n minus 1 holding to the power n, so in place of A keep it as A, and A r to the power n minus 1 is B. So this is your proved. So here actually we have studied a formula that sum of the first n terms 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 goes to what? N. Sum of the first n natural numbers. If a natural number hoy tomar 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus goes to kiban n. Ekinto sum of first n natural numbers that tomar formula ta ase n into n minus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2. That tomar yat ki asile 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus go asile koloke asile tomar last term it n asile tomar asile n or height n minus 1. So tomar last term ki asile n minus 1 means sum of the first n minus 1 natural number. So tomar jimane n ase yat n ase, so tomar yat right hand side n bohise n into n plus 1. So yat tomar jimane n ase protect n or height tomar n minus 1 bohi jabo. So this is a formula you need to remember. Minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. N minus 1 into n by 2. So this is your sum of the first n minus 1 natural number. Okay, here to my question, show that the ratio of the sum of the first n terms. Sum of the first n terms. So to my first n terms, I can do my rough work. This is your rough work formula, I'll write. So tomorrow first n terms my a1 dhora, second term a2, third term a3 goes on to what? An goes on to an. You have to show that the ratio of the first n term, that means Sn to the sum of the first n terms to the sum of terms to the sum of terms from n plus 1th term. Mane tomar etu n term n plus 1 n plus 2 goes on what to 2n term. Tamane tomar etu n term hole tomar this will be your n plus 1th term, this will be your n plus 2 term, koloke jabo 2n term. This is your 2n term. Tomar ki dekhabo koise sum of the first n terms, ratio of the sum of the first n terms divided by sum of the terms from n plus 1th term, sum of the terms from n plus 1th term. Tamne tomar kon gita sum koribo koise n plus 1th term plus n plus 2 term goes on to what? A 2n term. Means sum of the terms from n plus 1th term to 2n terms. A terms kini n plus 1 or pra 2n terms plus korile jonto tomar ei duta ratio hole ki bol dekhabo lage tomar 1 divided by r to the power n. Itia tomar a terms kini sum ki hobo? What will be the sum of these terms? n plus 1th term plus n plus 2 term goes to what? A plus 2n terms. The amount formula is like Sn car formula tomar sum of the first n terms. Prothom pa ami jodi sum find out koru tetiahe ami Sn formula applicable hoy. But yat amar ki koise amar yat n plus 1 or pra start hoise. So amar yat sum formula directly applicable nohobo. For this addition, for this sum n plus 1 term plus n plus 2 term plus goes on to a 2Sn term, tomar sum formula directly applicable nohobo because tomar sum formula asile sum of the first n terms বা sum of the first 2n terms. So tomar consecutively first term or pra tenake continuous goi thake, sum of the first n terms, sum of the first 2n terms continuously tenake goi thake. So ami ki korim to find the sum of these terms, what we'll do, we will first find the sum of the first 2n terms. we'll first find the sum of the first two n terms. That means a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus goes on to what? a2n. আমি গোটেই টাৰ্মছখিনি a1 পৰা a2n লৈ গোটেই সামছখিনি এড কৰি দিম। সো তাৰ ফৰ্মুলা তোমাৰ কি হ'ব? s of 2n কিয় লৈছোঁ? বিকজ আমি ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্মৰ পৰা এড কৰিছোঁ, কলৈকে এড কৰিছোঁ? 2n টাৰ্মলৈকে। এই ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্মৰ পৰা এড কৰিছোঁ, ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্ম ছেকেণ্ড টাৰ্ম থাৰ্ড টাৰ্ম গৈছে কলৈকে তোমাৰ 2n টাৰ্মলৈকে এড হৈছে। চ' s of 2n। চ' sum of the first 2n terms, প্ৰথম 2n terms কিমান আছে? মাইনাছ sum of the first n terms, মাইনাছ sum of the first n terms। চ' তুমি এই গোটেই 2n টাৰ্মছখিনি এড কৰি তাৰ পৰা তুমি প্ৰথম n টাৰ্মছ যদি এড ছাবষ্ট্ৰেক্ট কৰি দিয়া, চ' অবভিয়াছলি ইউ উইল গেট what? sum of this n plus 1 টাৰ্ম প্লাছ n plus 2 টাৰ্ম এইখিনি পাই যাবা, এইখিনি এড কৰিলে পাই যাবা। চ' sum of these terms will be s of 2n minus s of n। ক্লিয়াৰ? চ' এতিয়া আমি সাম ফাইনেল কৰিবলৈ আমাৰ কমন ৰেচিঅ' আৰু ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্ম থাকিব লাগিব। ধৰি লৈছোঁ a be the first term and r be the common ratio. Let small a and r be the first term and common ratio of the GP. Check this question অলপ misprinting আছে, questionটো অলপ ভালকৈ বুকৰ পৰা চেক কৰি ল'বা। questionটো অকণ মেজড আপ হৈ গ'ল লিখোঁতে আৰু মিছপ্ৰিণ্টিং আছে, বুকত ভালকৈ চাই ল'বা। Now so ইয়াত তোমাৰ questionটোত কৈছে কি sum of the, so formal solution হ'ব তোমাৰ sum of the first n terms। আমি জানো sum of the first n terms of a GP আমি কেনেকৈ লিখোঁ? s to the power n divided the sum of the terms from n plus 1 term, তাৰমানে তোমাৰ an plus 1 plus an plus 2 কলৈকে যাব? plus a2n। এই sum the ratio তোমাৰ 1 by r to the power n বুলি লিখাব লাগে, 1 by r to the power n দেখাব লাগে। এতিয়া তোমাৰ ফৰ্মুলা হ'ব কি? sum of the first n terms in a GP তোমাৰ আছিলে a r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. This is our formula of the sum of the first n terms, whole thing divided by this। so তোমাৰ এইটো কৈছিলোঁ অলপ আগত sum of twice n minus sn হ'ব a into r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 divided by sum first twice n আছে ইয়াত তোমাৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাৰ্ম তোমাৰ a হয়, twice n থকাৰ কাৰণে তোমাৰ হ'ব কি r twice n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 minus sn, n আছে, so তোমাৰ a r to the power n minus 1 a r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1। Clear? এতিয়া তোমাৰ জাষ্ট অকল কেলকুলেশ্যন কৰি দিলে হৈ যাব। a কমন লওঁ, ডিনমিনেটৰ a কমন ল'ব পাৰি, r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 whole thing to the power a divided by r minus 1 কমন ল'ব পাৰি, isn't it? r 2n minus 1 minus r n minus 1, so তোমাৰ a cancel যাব, r minus 1 cancel যাব, নিউমাৰেটৰ থাকিব r n minus 1 whole thing divided by r to the power 2n minus 1 minus rn minus plus r to the power n minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 cancel, r to the power 2n minus rn r to the power n minus 1 r to the power তলত তোমাৰ r to the power n কমন লোৱা, তোমাৰ আৰ এন প্লাছ এন, চ' তোমাৰ আৰ এন মাইনাছ ওৱান, ডিনমিনেটৰ আৰ এন কমন আহিব, থাকিব কি আৰ এন মাইনাছ ওৱান, আৰ এন কমন ল'লে আৰ এন মাইনাছ ওৱান তোমাৰ কেঞ্চেল যাব, ইউল বি লেফ্ট উইথ 1 by r to the power n. ঠিক আছে, দিছ ইজ ইয়ৰ required answer solution.